I used to be a doorman at a club in the 80s. I was clean and sober, having quit drinking and smoking in the late, quote, 70s every year. 4 clubs owned by the same family, 2 in Tucson and 2 in Phoenix, held a big party. This one was in Tucson, featuring a full bar, a dance floor, a swimming pool, food, snacks, and plenty of cocaine. During the party, I noticed a guy stumbling across the dance floor, trying to reach the bar, with a loud music and chatter. I couldn't hear anything clearly, but watching him felt surreal, like everything was in slow motion. He stopped, as if he knew where the bar was. But when he tried to walk through, he fell flat on his back, scrambling on the floor like a bug. People tried to avoid stepping on him as he slung his drink everywhere and cursed loudly. He had tried to walk through a closed sliding glass door. As the doorman, I was also security. I wanted to help him, but since this wasn't my club, I let it slide while keeping an eye on him. Later, I saw him again, this time sitting on a couch in the main room where the dancers performed. He went from nodding off to yelling and arguing with someone. Suddenly, his gun, a nickel-plated Smith & Wesson .38 special, fell out of his clothes and slid onto the thick carpet. Some dancers and doormen noticed and looked at me, so I stood up to get their attention. I took my handkerchief from my back pocket and walked over, about 10 paces across the room. Using the handkerchief, I picked up the gun with my right hand. Like a magician, I held the gun up in my handkerchief for everyone to see. With my left hand, I lifted the cushion on the couch and tucked the gun underneath. Before dropping the cushion back in place, I returned to my spot near the stage and checked in with my fellow doormen and dancers. I got nods of approval, sighed in relief, and waited. Later, there was another commotion. The same guy was back, screaming, "Where's my fucking gun? Somebody stole my fucking gun." I went to the guy he was yelling at, one of the other doormen. I pulled him aside and explained what had happened and where I had hidden the gun. A few others joined us to confirm it. We advised him to make sure the guy got out safely. Once outside, he could return his gun and have someone escort him home. They both left around 2:00 a.m. The rest of the night was uneventful. There were the usual drunks trying to bother the dancers, but mostly it was fun getting to know my fellow employees. The next morning, I went to work, and Tom, my boss, called me into his office. "You know about the incident at the party last night?" "What party?" "Don't be coy. You know what I mean. I didn't think the annual party was off limits." "What happened?" "You know the guy you took the gun from? You heard about that? Just answer the question. I thought you'd like to know that the guy you took the gun from was the biggest cocaine dealer in Tucson." I was stunned into silence. "After you gave him back his gun, his designated driver got into an argument with him on Sandario Road, about 20 miles west of Tucson. The dealer kicked him out of the car, drove over the next hill, and had a head-on collision with 3 girls in a pickup, killing all 4. I couldn't respond. Tom let me take the rest of the day off with pay.